All right, let's do some speaking practice. So today only one student left from class IELTS 43. She's doing her regular speaking practice. So Miss Trúc is here. Okay, Miss Trúc, are you ready for your speaking practice here?
Yes.
All right, let's do part one first. I would like you to try like a few new ones. So let's try here. Topic number 96, okay? Rivers. So are there any big rivers in your city? Okay, remember, river is a body of water that moves, okay? A lake, is something that doesn't move. Chú ý là sông là một cái khối nước di chuyển được, còn cái hồ nó sẽ là khối nước không di chuyển được nha. So Miss Trúc, are there any big rivers in your city? I'm
I
listening.
uh I do not think that there is a big rivers in my city that is called Saigon River. It's
Mhm. A huge one.
is this river has been vital to the region's economy and transportation.
Mhm.
Also historically serving as an um, important route in Ho Chi Minh City. Saigon River plays a main role in smart commercial activity and tourism, with many uh, business that run. For example, Riverside Cafe, boat tours and sightseeing views.
Both what? Tours and?
Boat tours and sightseeing views.
Right. Both
Sight,
tours and sightseeing activities, you mean?
sightseeing activity, yes.
I see, I see. So are the rivers near where you live clean?
It's luckily that I don't live near any river, but when I go out and go to some rivers to enjoy the sightseeing and the atmosphere.
The
I
atmosphere.
see the atmosphere. I see some rivers are very uh, are
Very
very
polluted, very polluted,
dirt,
very dirty, right?
very polluted because people threw away trash into the river,
Okay.
and that make the river becomes dirty and uh, polluted and water polluted. That's make it smelty.
No, it make it smell super bad. It's really disgusting, right?
Yes, it
Or you can
make
say
it
the smell is
smell.
unbearable, không thể chịu được nổi. You can just say that. I think normally we can use the word unbearable. So a lot of the time, the smell it's unbearable to people. Or you can talk about the stench, cái mùi hôi thối. Okay, so are rivers a popular destination for young people in your city?
I, I believe that rivers are become more and more popular destination for young people in my city because it's not always beautiful
Mhm.
or clear atmosphere and many activity to do there such as uh, boat tours, uh, sightseeing activities, uh, and enjoys riverside cafes.
Mhm.
And of course, young people sometimes they feel bored of playing in the small in the in, in the movie theaters, and they want to touch some grass like
You mean
people
they want to throw
use
trash or something?
you touch grass. That's the ways many people um, nowadays tell
Nowadays,
about you
nowadays, nowadays.
now nowadays that people should go out than sitting in their rooms to just to just use internet and
Yes.
artists to come to social media.
Okay. All right, I see. Do you consider rivers to be a place for picnics? Only when it's clean, right? Of course, nobody wants to be near the river when the stench is unbearable, you know? So what do you think? Do you consider rivers to be a place for picnics?
In my opinion, I think rivers seem to be ideal to be a place for picnics because the riverside
The
can be
riverside, the
very rivers
riverside.
riverside can be very large and many trees and grass are place that people can enjoy the picnics, enjoy their picnics. The sightseeing also beautiful.
Okay.
Somewhere, if somewhere even is exotic, exotic. That many uh, beautiful uh, beautiful views that people can enjoy besides clear and pure
And
pure
pure, clear.
and
Don't talk
pure.
about pure because the river can never be pure, you know. Không có tinh khiết đâu, yên tâm đi. Rivers are often not pure. You don't drink from it, okay? Okay, so what else? Have you ever gone boating or fishing in a river?
Alo, alo, alo,
Yes, I'm asking a question. Have you ever gone boating or
alo, alo.
fishing? Are you still there? Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Okay, I think it's got cut out. Okay. So have you ever gone boating or fishing in the river? You know, a lot of Vietnamese they like to fish uh on top of a bridge or something like that, you know. Nhiều người Việt ta khoái đi câu cá ngay trên cái đỉnh của cầu lắm luôn á. You know, or boating, it means going by boat, you know, đi bằng thuyền bè. Have you ever gone boating or fishing in a river?
I used to go
I
boating.
used to go
I used to go boating in
boating.
boat. I used to go boating in a river. I remember that I real I was really very joyful because at that time I was a little girl,
Mhm.
and that's the first journey that I
The first journey, the first
can't
journey
the first journey that I had a chance to
to go.
to experience the the landscape
The landscape. Yeah.
the landscapes are be, between between a river. The views was very great. I can I could see many people uh, in two sides of the river. They are the words
On the two sides of the
on
river.
the two sides of the river.
Sides.
They are
Âm D nhẹ nha. On the two sides of the river.
up two sides of the river. At
Yes.
that time, they were fishing. I felt very interested in fishing be-
Mhm.
because I haven't experienced before. I
You haven't
think
experienced that
people
before.
that's before. I think that people who can who can fishing,
Who can fish được rồi, động từ to fish. Yeah,
who can
to
who can
fish, you know. It's the verb to fish. Đi câu cá, đi bắt cá và bao câu cá. To fish, yeah.
have an interesting characteristics, like
Characteristic.
characteristics, char
Characteristic.
characteristics because the
Characteristic.
characteristics
Mhm.
because they are usually patient and love the peaceful,
Love the peace. They
love the
love the peace,
peaceful,
right? They love the
love
peace.
the peaceful, uh,
No, they
love the
love the
peaceful
peace.
atmosphere.
Okay, they love the peaceful atmosphere. Okay. What else then?
I think if I have a chance to try do fishing, I will. I absolutely will.
Okay, very good.
But
But what?
but sometimes you know that in many rivers is a prohibit to
It's
fishing
prohibited
to fish
to fish.
to to fish. But many people uh
Most many people don't care,
don't
right?
uh don't care, and they just uh do that they want. But I don't I don't know exactly why uh they are prohibited. Uh, not all always river can can be a white place to fish.
Mhm.
Is also questions that I always think about.
I think it's an activity that people can enjoy. You know, people always have always liked water, you know, because it's calmer, because of the humidity, the atmosphere, it's calm and relaxing, you know. Giống như là cái không khí của vùng sông nước thì người ta đều thích hơn, tại vì nó tĩnh lặng và nó thoải mái, you know. I think people just enjoy that, and also being able to catch something, it's provides people a sense of achievement, you know. Bắt được cái gì đó là nó cho cái cảm giác đạt được thành quả gì đó, just like winning a lottery, you know, or winning a game, thắng một cái cuộc chơi hay là thắng vé số hay cái gì đó, nó cũng giống giống vậy đó, you know. I think that's That's the explanation for that. Now, so what do you think can be done to keep rivers clean? You know, rivers are connected to the sewage system, right? Sewage system. Hệ thống cống rãnh. Of course, dòng sông thì nó sẽ liên kết với lại hệ thống cống rãnh nha. The rivers are connected to the sewage system. So you can think about that way. So what do you think can be done to keep rivers clean? Là chuyện có những phong trào vận
I,
động dọn rác, you know, instead of like having what's it called? Sometimes we can have like community activities like cleaning up day. What's it called? Cleaning up day. Cleaning up day where people try to collect trash around the river bed, you know. Và những cái bờ sông or river bank, và những cái bờ sông river banks where people collect trash, you know. All right, so what do you think?
to keep river clean, I think first, first, people should reduce pollutions by
Reduce the
avoid
pollution.
by avoid dumping
By avoiding.
chemicals by avoiding dumping dumping chemicals, waste, and trash into rivers, and they should use eco-friendly products
Eco-friendly products, right?
that that are friendly with environment, and even if they unconsciously throw them away
Or
into the
unconsciously thrown away.
into into the river,
Mhm.
it will be better than the plastic plastic items. I think so. Furthermore, people should support and follow regulations. There are many regulations that are designed and to protect water, what to protect
Protect the waterways, right?
waterways,
Đường nước á,
and
bảo vệ
people
đường nước của con người để to protect waterways, yes.
the place besides two sides of the river as an example. Besides that, people also should promote sustainable practice. Should encourage activities that reduce pollution, such as uh, waste waste management,
Management, such as waste
waste
management.
waste management,
Management.
management
Waste management.
to reduce the amount of trash, the amount of trash thrown away into the environment, especially water waste, such as river, seas, and oceans. Of course, education is always priority.
Of course, always a priority, yeah.
People should be educated about raising awareness.
Sorry?
About
Raising
should be
awareness,
educated
right?
and
Raising
raising
awareness.
awareness. about the importance of keeping river clean
Mhm.
and the impact
The
of
impact, the impact.
pollutions and the impact of pollutions on ecosystem and social life.
Mhm. Okay, very good. Now, how do people in your city use rivers for recreational activity? You know the word recreation, right? Recreational activity means the same as entertainment. You know, entertainment. To recreate your energy to work again on another day, you need to have fun. So that's entertainment. Tái tạo sức lao động để ngày hôm sau làm việc được bằng cách đi chơi. Đó, và đi nghỉ. Cho nên là recreational activities là những hoạt động giải trí vui chơi. So recreational activities means like entertainment activities. If you have any kind of activities like that, yeah. So how do people in your city use rivers for recreational activities, Miss Trúc? Think about what we just talked before. Can people swim in the rivers for fun? Can people go fishing? Can they, travel across the river from place to place? You know, in Saigon, there are like, what's it called? A water bus, right? What's a water bus stop, right? I think there's a water bus and a water bus stop. I don't know what is it called, but it's like a dock. Như một cái bến cảng vậy đó. It's like a dock where boats can just go there and sit and wait for the customers to enter the boat, and then they can finally depart to another place, something like that, you know? So how do people in your city use rivers for recreational activities then?
Many activities people usually do in the river's place. For example, I think about fishing. It can be a sport activities if it's is allowed, of course.
If it's allowed, yes.
Yes. Besides that, uh, adopt in the rivers where some large boats in there waits for the uh, customer wait for their customers,
Mhm.
and some of them serves as restaurants that
Mhm.
people can enjoy dinner, their dinner, or just enjoys cafe times with their friends, their families in there, while the boats are are running
Mhm.
in the river. Can be a very interesting experience for many people who
Mhm.
have a chance. Besides, I think swimming is also a appealing activity.
Very, it's a
But
very appealing activity, to be honest. You know, what else
but
then?
it also depends on
Also
water
depends
quality.
on depends on the water
Depends
quality,
on
right? Depends on
the
the water
water
quality.
quality and safety. Of course, safety
Safety,
first.
safety.
Safe, safety,
Mm-hmm.
safety. Of course, safety first. Uh, Swimming can be a refreshing activities, I think.
Of course, it's very refreshing. Okay,
Mm.
so all right, it's good enough for part one. Let's move on to a part two and part three now. Okay, let's try 83, okay? Describe a creative person whose work you admire. So the person's work of art, you admire them a lot, and that person is also creative. Should say who he or she is, how you knew him or her, what creative things he or she has done, and explain why you think he or she is creative. Okay. And then part three, do you think people these days are more creative than in the past? Okay. Is it good for children to learn arts? I think we have done something similar to this in the past. So what kind of jobs require people to be creative? And do you think leaders need to have creative abilities? I think you know very well how to answer this question. So let's try 83, okay? Okay, so Ms. Trúc, please describe a creative person whose work you admire.
Yes, I want to uh, mention about persons who I work with in my company. I think many people have creative abilities, but sometimes it's not expressed publicly.
Mhm.
Recently, thanks to our creativity competitions at my company, I
Hmm.
discovered a college with
Sorry, you discover
unique
a college. You discover a
college.
colleague,
A,
colleague.
I discovered a college
No, no,
with
colleague. Một
colleague,
đồng nghiệp là
colleague,
colleague.
colleague.
Colleague. Số nhiều là colleges. Colleges. Okay. So I discover a
I,
colleague.
dis- I discovered a colleague
Mhm,
with unique ideas that
mhm.
I deeply admire.
I deeply
She
admire,
is
admire.
admire, ad, admire. She is a co-worker of mine, and I think creativity doesn't always need to be something big.
Mm,
Small things that make work more efficient can be just as impactful, and
okay.
she has achieved that. In this competition, she developed a software that's a speech of data entry for reports.
Okay, okay.
Reduce
Try to focus, okay? Why you think he's creative? He or she's creative, you know.
and thanks to this software has helped us to sell more than
Thanks to this
half a
software, it has helped.
thanks this software it has helped us sell more than half of the time we used to spend. I believe she's creative because no one had thought of this approach before, even though we had faced many difficulties with the traditional methods we used before. That's made me admire her. She's a very creative person, I know.
Okay, let's do this one once again, okay? Now, let's describe a creative person whose work you admire. Let's do it again. Làm lại lần nữa đi.
Okay. The person I want to mention here is my co-worker. I think many people have creative abilities, but sometimes they are not impressed. Recently, thanks to a creativity competition at my company, I discovered a colleague with unique ideas that I deeply admire. She didn't do some things too big, but just a small things that make our work become more efficient can be just as impactful, and she has achieved that. In this competition, she's developed a software that speaks of data for reports, reduce the time to write things down. This software has helped ourselves more than half of the times we used to spend. So I believe that she is creative because no one had thought of this approach before,
No one has
even
thought
though
of this approach before, right?
of this approach before, even though we had faced many difficulties with the traditional methods. That's why I admired
Traditional,
her
không em, hay là traditional?
traditional, the, tradi
Traditional methods.
the traditional methods. That's why I admire her so much. She's really a creative person, I know.
Okay. All right. Do you think people these days are more creative than in the past?
I believe that creative, uh,
Being
great,
creative, cái chuyện mà
being, great,
being creative.
being
I believe that
creative,
being creative.
not, I believe that being creative is not great related to the mm, to now the past. It depends in person uh a bit uh ability. I think so. In the past, okay, thanks to creative persons, they invented many advanced technological advance, just
Technological advances.
technological
We don't
advances.
invent technological advances. We invent machines. We invent methods. Đúng thật. Những sự tiến bộ kỹ thuật người ta không có phát minh ra nó, người ta chỉ phát minh ra cỗ máy hoặc là những phương pháp thôi. So there were a lot of technological advances. Yes. Đã từng có những tiến bộ về công nghệ như thế nào. Okay.
The tools and technologies
Tools là sao
available
em?
today.
Tools là sao? Tools.
The
Tools.
tools, the tools, the tools,
Tools. The
the
tools. The
tools, the,
tools.
the tools and technologies available today, such as advanced software, global communications, and information resources, thanks to can enhance and thanks to creativity, and that people in the past invented them. So nowadays, people have more chance to access
To access hay
this
access? To get access hay là access? Cẩn thận.
to access
To
this
access.
tech to access
No. To
this
access.
to
Để
access
tiếp cận
to
với công
access
nghệ này. To access.
to access them. On the other hand, create creativities is a human nature,
A human nature, right?
a human nature that's always existed. In the past, people were also innovative within the limited resources available to them.
Within a
But
limited,
now,
okay.
but nowadays, uh, people can approach many matters, many experience that uh, the that they have more chance, more knowledge to be creative and have their in, and have their creativity becomes more effect. That I think.
Okay. All right. So, is it good for children to learn art? What do you think?
I agree that children should learn art because it's very good for them. It can be a hobby to relax when they feel stressed from their study.
Mm-hmm.
It's also cultivate their creativity and expressions. You know, some children have talent in art, such as drawing, singing, or dancing, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Art encourage their creativity and provide them a environment to express their thoughts and feelings in
To
um,
express their thoughts and feelings.
to
To
express
express their
their
thoughts and feelings.
to express their thoughts and feelings. So,
Okay.
so it helps them um, cultivate their self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, it's also improved uh, community uh, communication skill for
Okay.
children, thanks to engage in art.
Mm-hmm.
Children often perform their thinking,
Okay.
their style in in a group that share the same uh, passions that
Okay.
can grow their personalities and the way they learn from others. Besides studies in the study in school with board and stressful subjects.
All right. So what kinds of job require people to be creative then? Let's try it.
Besides traditional jobs like engineer, doctors, and something like that, more and more jobs require people to be creative, such
Creative.
as
Creative such as.
creative, such as marketing
Mm-hmm.
and marketing and some jobs related to uh, create to creative uh, subjects on social media,
Social media. Yeah.
uh, social media that need people be creative because
That needs people to be
they,
creative because.
that need people to be creative because their job require new ideas
Mhm.
that that make them to be a deck
Make them không
thing.
có cộng thêm to be
Uh,
nha.
is make them update new things
Then make them
uh,
update new things, yeah.
continually.
Continually,
They
yeah.
need
Continuously.
continually because
They update things
people
continuously.
continuously
Okay.
update new things continuously because people are easily um, bored from the old things. So their child required more unique and new
Unique,
idea,
more unique
unique
and new ideas.
and new idea that make them outstanding from others.
To make them stand
To
out
be
from others, right? To make them stand out from others.
to make them out stands out the others.
No,
To
to make them
be
stand out from others.
to make them stand out from others.
Okay. All right. So do
And
you think, okay, so do you think leaders need to have creative ability?
those are things not only leaders need to have creative abilities, others such as group members should have creative abilities too. But of course, leader needs is more because they have to manage the group. And when they are creative, they
When they're
usually have
creative.
creative. They usually have more smart ideas that have people in their group becomes more comfortable
Okay.
and help them with their personal uh, tasks. You
Task,
when
personal task, with a personal
personal
task.
tasks, personal tasks. Once leaders more creative, they can have more methods to run the work more
Okay.
fluently and effectively.
Okay.
That make everyone become uh, comfortable and energetic, energetic,
Energetic, energetic.
energetic,
So it
energetic.
means that they should come up with like different ideas to solve difficult problems, right? And also come up with new ideas to encourage people to work more effectively, isn't it? Is that
Yes,
your idea? Hello?
yes, that's my idea.
Okay.
There will be problem solving person,
Okay.
uh, and it creative leaders can think outside the box to find innovative solution
To find
to
innovative solutions. Yeah.
solutions for many problems,
Mhm.
and they also can be adapt adaptable.
Mhm.
Creativity helps them adapt to changing situations
Mhm.
and find out new ideas
To find
that
out
help
new ideas. Mhm.
that help their work becomes more easier,
More
become
easier,
easier,
become easier.
bec becomes easier.
Okay, you need to practice speaking a lot at home, because this is like, to be honest with you, this is painful. Seriously, you need to practice more at home to have more fluency, okay? Cái fluency em tải luôn á. nên luyện tập thêm ở nhà nha. Luyện tập chủ đề này, nói đi nói lại trước cái gương nha. Try to practice in front of a mirror, you know, because to be honest, this fluency doesn't help you get more than a band 6, you know. Okay, I'll probably see you soon then.